What's up, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and critters of all shapes and sizes? We have two guests in the back. I threw them in the back for a minute just so I could talk to you all you lovely three faces out there. Tonight, I will be going over, I'll be doing some covers. I'll be doing a little bit of work on a backup story, and I'll be doing some miscellaneous things as I see fit. I just want everybody to know to bear with me because not only am I drinking as usual, but I'm in a lot of pain today. A lot of shoulder, back, knee. Everything's hurting today. You know, I turned 52 weeks ago, and now it's just all downhill. But anyway, with the link is in the chat. It's pinned. If you're watching it from my YouTube, it's pinned at the top. It is in the comments everywhere else, I'm hoping. And yeah, if you're a creative person or artist or writer, whatever, and you just want to come in and shoot the shit for a little bit, come on, ask for the link or just hit the link in the chat. All right, everybody. So without further ado here, our friendly guests, we have Doc Blaylock. What's going on, Doc?
Ugh.
There you go. And then we have Rick Viper. What's going on, Rick? This is the creator of the Canadian Shield.
Yes, I am. And a few other characters, too.
who is one of the best drawn characters I've ever done. Anyway, what's going on, gentlemen?
Not much.
Not a whole lot.
So let's see. What are you working on, Rick? What's that I'm looking at?
I'm doing some coloring of my character. I'm doing turnarounds for some of my characters. This one's Snowdrift. She's in the next book I'm actually going to be producing after Canadian Shield 3, her second book.
Now, is the company yours?
Yeah.
Cross Comics? And
yes.
Is it? I don't want to get this wrong. Well, I'm going to get it wrong. But is this Catholic Christian type storytelling, like books?
It's not Catholic. It is Christian. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say more Protestant.
More Protestant. All right.
Because I grew up non-denominational Pentecostal type stuff. So. Or Assemblies of God, I think more as you guys would know it in the States.
I think the Templars are on the way to your house right now. That's cool, though. So what does this character do other than show me her ass and titties as for a Christian character?
Her name is Snowdrift, so she has cold-based powers.
Nice.
You know.
Then I just want to show this guy's. And he really looks like that, people. In case you don't know who he is, that's Doc.
Is me.
He's probably wearing that shirt right now too. I'm just.
Is me. Am heap smart. He draw pictures, write words.
Who did this?
This was actually done by a friend of mine, a young lady. Let me back up. My godson's fiance. But when I first met her, found out she was an artist, and she likes to do manga, and she was working digitally, and she did this and sent it to me, and I was like, "Can I has it and use it?" And she said yes. So there it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, otherwise you'd have to kill her, right? I mean,
you know,
it's just. I mean, this is the way that goes.
I didn't want to put it that way to her that I'm going to use it or you're going to die.
Hey, you could have died. So this crap I'm working on. I think you saw this earlier, didn't you, Doc, or something like that? This is
yeah, I saw it backstage.
This is a wraparound cover for the next book, and I had drifted away from it for a while. All the characters were done, but the environment wasn't done except for the beer pong table that they're crashing through. So it's basically a beer pong table tournament in a gymnasium. Now this at no point takes place in any of the story. I just thought it'd be cool as a cover. There is no gymnasium. There's now over here in the corner on the left top, there's a couple of cute snack concession stand girls watching the fight. To the right in the background is the main bad woman, Sarah Bosch, and her bodyguard, and she's basically telling them to just shoot them all. And everybody else. My main character there is throwing the fists. That's addicts throwing fists. And that's so I'm going to be working a little bit on the background here until I just decide that I've had enough of that tedious shit.
I hear you. So But I'm gonna push back on that. When I was young and I was collecting comics, I'm talking about Silver Age here.
Right.
It used to piss me off if the cover wasn't related to the story on the inside.
It bothered me too. And that's
Why
why I'm
are you
doing it.
doing it? Why are
And
you
that's why I'm doing it. Fuck everybody. You ain't getting this on the inside. I might actually put that like on the cover, like in like one of those action bubble
blurb,
things.
a blurb, yeah.
Yeah, and just have it say, "This does not happen inside." For more to see how this fight turns out, do not read this book.
I mean,
Yes, read this book.
that would actually work.
Yeah, if beer pong fights is your thing, I'm sorry.
Strangely enough,
Yeah.
funny you should mention it.
So funny you should mention that.
Beer pong things, fights are not my thing.
I might make someone in the book watching a TV saying, "Oh, did you see this beer pong fight?" But not show anything. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have
make it real small and on a TV screen, right?
Or they'll ask him like, "Where were you earlier?" And it was beer pong tournament. Long story.
You gotta at one point have Addicts or one of your characters pop into a Waffle House at 2:00 in the morning.
That would make for a great opener. You know how you see these movies where the two sides meet up in a diner?
Yeah.
And they have that moment of peace where they're just telling each other that, this is how this is going to play out. And then they walk away. I'll have one of those meetings, but in a Waffle House.
No, that never happens at the Waffle House. It always breaks out into a brawl. You can set your watch by it. 2 a.m. on a Friday night. It's time for a throwdown, boys and girls.
Have you ever gone to a Denny's?
Yeah. Many times.
And you know how they're all so friggin' chipper? I always go into one, and the people that work there are always like, "Hey, how you doing, honey? Hey, what can I get you?" Big smiles on their face, and so just picture this: we had a horrific ride down to Florida. We were, flat tire, all sorts of things were going wrong. People were just cranky to begin with, and we're like, and we're all starving. So we're like, screw it. There's a Denny's. Pull over. We get out. There's 5 of us. We're miserable. We walk in, and this plucky young blonde with curly blonde hair comes. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? Just would not shut up, and brought us to a seat. Then came over and told us the whole. Chipper has always told us the whole. Oh, you can get up and do this, that, and the other thing. So while we had just come back with our food, and we're sitting down, and she came over and she started rambling, and my girlfriend at the time turns around, looks at her, and just says, "What the hell are you so happy about?" and like, without missing a beat, my mother's boyfriend at the time turns around and goes, "Oh, what the fuck did he say?" He just chimed in also, and you saw this poor young girl's face she looked like she was gonna cry.
Oh.
And I was like, wrong group of people, I guess.
And that's when I broke up with her.
But I just felt so bad for her.
You heartless wench.
Yeah. However, we all felt the same way. We were like, what the hell is this woman so happy about? Because we're all miserable. Just get away from us.
Yeah, one of the
they're probably told to be that perkiness.
Oh, they are. But I just think that this was genuinely how this one person is. She just was very happy, and then she was not after meeting us.
And you just had to shit on it.
Yeah, shit right in her cornflakes. You know what
so
I'm saying?
I have a recurring character in the books that I'm writing. She's just Miss Betty, and she's Jake Bishop's regular waitress. He goes for breakfast to the same place every morning. Little greasy spoon called Bailey's. Nice. And it's like they have a competition for who can speak the least. She comes up, she's ancient, and she comes up and she's got a cigarette dangling from her lip. She goes, "Usual." He just goes, "Ugh." He grunts.
Yeah.
That's the extent of the conversation. And he comments that he tips her heavily for providing that service of not jawing at him when he's not awake yet.
You're right. Seriously, yeah.
Based entirely, of course, on my real life. Like when I go out for breakfast or somewhere for coffee in the morning, don't come up being bubbly and nice. Just ask me what I want and walk away.
Right. Well, one of my favorite sayings is I got from the girl that used to serve me coffee at my favorite, which became my favorite coffee house because they left me alone. Where I could go in, order my stuff, sit there and draw or write for hours without being bothered.
Mm-hmm.
And I would come in and I'd be like, she'd say hi, I'd be like, good morning. And she's like, if you say so. And I just was like, that's great. It's simple, but it's just great, especially when you say it with that face, like you roll the eyes a little bit and you're like, yeah, you say so. So I do that. I say, whenever someone says, hey, good morning. Yeah, if you say so.
I mean, I do try to always be polite, and I mean that legitimately, always be polite, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am much more likely to tip you heavier if you shut the hell up and leave me alone.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the silence. This is for you.
Yes. I made it a point on more than one occasion to go, it was a very peaceful breakfast. Thank you for that. Here's your tip.
Right.
And, you know, I got a cup of coffee and maybe a couple of pieces of toast, and I tipped $10.
Nice. They're like, I'm never talking to him again. That's great.
Yeah. One of my rules for life, man.
Yeah, it's
Give me what I order and leave me alone.
Right. It's like, here, this is for you. Thank you for not talking to me. That was a wonderful conversation we didn't have.
Yes. If you go to a place and it's a nice place and you got good service and the food was good and you want to have a good experience again, tip heavily so that they remember you.
Absolutely.
Certainly. Yeah.
When we used to go, when we were younger, we used to go to, we'd go to a bar, and at a bar you tip because, you know, the bartender at a bar remembers the customers because they rely on that for their livelihood.
Hell yeah.
If you go to a club, you do not tip the bartender because there's so many people so often they don't remember you and they don't ever reciprocate.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend asked me once, he goes, how come you don't tip at the club? I said, because for one, the drinks are never going to be stronger. They're always watered down. Number two, you'll never get a buyback. And number three, they don't know who you are.
That's right.
From your one drink to the next drink, they've saw about 30 to 40 other people easily.
Yeah. They forgot you as soon as you spoke.
Right. And he was like, oh shit, you know what? You're right. I never get a buyback here. And blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, yeah. And I said, and I watch you. You tip like $2 or $3 each time. I said, you know how many more drinks you could have had with that?
Hello, Bullcat.
Stephen B.
What up, Stephen B?
Stephen B, I tried to jump on the link you sent me, but I guess I missed you.
What's going on? Stephen B, did you delete my banners, Stephen B? Because they weren't in the studio when I went in there.
No, that was me. I deleted them.
Oh, well, screw you.
I just felt like being petty. I'm sorry.
I was like, where the hell are my banners? There's the earth-shattering kaboom.
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Boom!
Why was Marvin blowing up the earth? It was in the way of his view of something, wasn't it?
Of Venus, I think.
Yeah, it was just in the way. I have to blow it up. Oh, Marvin the Martian, one of the most underrated, greatest cartoon characters from that.
Yeah, he was fun.
I always thought him and Yosemite Sam should have had adventures together.
That would be different.
The Marvin and Yosemite show. Maybe throw a little foghorn in there.
I think Yosemite Sam would come to the natural conclusion that he would have to kill Marvin.
Yes.
It's going to blow up the earth.
Emotion.
Great horny toad, you can't blow it up. That's where I keep all my stuff.
My my favorite one is, he's not in here. He's not in here. I'll take your word for it, ma'am. If one of you dang Yankees step out of that dugout. Stephen B. said hail and then went to bed.
You peace out.
Stephen, if you're there, you can come in.
Yeah, no shit. Come on in.
I think I sent him the link.
Get in here and draw. The link is pinned.
I know, but I send out some personalized invites, to make people feel a little better.
Yeah, I got you. He's schmoozing just a little bit. I got
Just
you.
a little bit.
Just a little schmoozing.
It never works.
Well, I'm not sure whether the spoozing worked, but the link worked.
Yeah, there you go. It's all these highfalutin guys that have their own shows. You know what I'm saying?
I have my own show.
There's all these highfalutin guys other than you that have their own show.
I have my own show as well, sir.
Oh, well, you don't count.
You can tune in Wednesdays at 1
Here we
p.m. Eastern Time on Flip City Magazine for Doc's Coffee Shop.
There we go.
The podcast that won't rust, bust, collect dust, keep pink, turn pink, or right out the seams of rainy season for 90 days or your money gladly refunded.
that tailed off like one of those.
I was running out of wind, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
those medicine commercials, where it's like the side effects. They ramble them off at light speed, so you don't know what it is.
Let your doctor know if you get rectal bleeding from your eyes. What? What?
May cause vaginal blood farts. I'm pretty sure they kicked us off the air already, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh yeah, it's over.
We're done.
That's all, folks.
Nope, it's still rolling. Still rolling.
Damn it.
Rolling, ride.
How come you guys were only on for a half hour yesterday? Well, because they kicked us the fuck off.
I don't know. Somebody said something about rectal bleeding and we got shut down.
And shut down. Oh, well, that sucks. Do you hate when you just break lead all over the place? Well, you don't draw traditionally anymore, right, Doc?
No, but I actually did a painting the other day, which I haven't done in about a year.
Really?
Yeah, my son wanted a painting, and I never tell my kids no on anything reasonable. So,
What'd you paint?
It's an autumn lake scene.
Autumn lake scene.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you paint happy trees?
No, my trees are generally assholes.
So you asshole trees. Then. I'm gonna put this little prick of a tree right here. That'd be great. You should do a Bob Ross-like show, but make everything just not happy.
That was actually a meme we had on the show. It was a cartoon of Bob Ross, and he goes, and maybe beside these happy trees, there's just this really asshole tree. And it's, look at him. He's just an asshole.
We have a meth head tree right here. Look at me, using a ruler and everything. It's like,
But Bob Ross learned from Bill Alexander. And Bill Alexander was doing the television show before Bob Ross was.
right.
And he didn't have, he was Bill Alexander was actually, he fought for the Wehrmacht in World War II. Not SS, wasn't a Nazi. And he was a POW. They shipped him back here to the States. And he loved America, and he had nobody back home. So the commanding officer and several of the officers at the POW camp sponsored him to become an American citizen. And he did. And he loved it. And he would paint, but he wouldn't have happy trees. He had, and you get that almighty knife and you fire in that mighty tree leaning to the left there. And there's that almighty cloud hanging in the back. I mean, he was just rah.
And it was almighty.
It was almighty.
The almighty tree.
And honestly, he was better than Bob Ross.
Well, Bob Ross was all technique. He,
Same painting every time, basically.
Bob Ross wasn't. Yeah, when he went out of his comfort zone, you could tell because it didn't pan out that well. I was watching one where he was doing like like when you're in the forest, they use this scene a couple of times in like the Lord of the Rings movies in the cinematography, but like there's a pathway of going a non-deliberate pathway going through the forest, and there's a light in the back all the way at the end.
Yeah.
And then everything is edge lit, like all the trees just have that lighting on the edges of them, and it's really dark around.
Yeah.
So he was doing a painting like that, and it just didn't come off at the end.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those that I have done. But the difference being, and the reason it didn't work for him, was he wasn't looking at the actual scene. If you try to make it up, it just doesn't work.
Well, yes, and that's why I've always said Bob Ross is more technique than talent, because he doesn't use reference. So
yeah, he was good at what he did, but he was kind of a one-trick pony.
Right.
I remember he was doing a show one day, and he said, we're gonna be doing a portrait. And I thought, wow, he's gonna do a portrait. No, he had another artist come on to show how to do a portrait.
Oh,
he didn't even try.
So I saw one where he had a guy come on who he claimed was like someone he admired, that he like. Well, and it was a portrait. It was a female portrait, but it was very colorful. The guy used tons of different colors.
May have been the same one.
And it wasn't very good.
Right.
And I remember watching it, and I'm like, all right, so this guy, they're playing him up to be this great, amazing, reputable artist that is famous for that time period. I've never heard of him. Mm-hmm. And they were giving him a lot of props. Bob Ross was giving him a lot of props. And I was like, okay, he's going to pull this together by the end of the show.
Yeah.
And the end of the show came and the credits went, and I was like, he never pulled that together.
Right.
It just didn't work the way I guess he thought it was. And the guy was like sitting down, like he was a very heavy set guy.
Why do you have me embiggenated on the screen instead of your art?
I don't know. I just looked at the screen and saw that. Have you been embiggenated since we were talking about that?
I just noticed I'm up there. I don't know how long I have been.
Get rid of you. There we go. Let's put Rick's piece up there.
There we go. It's a drawing show. Let's show some drawing. Not that Rick Piper can draw, mind you. Just
wow.
I can draw.
I'm sorry.
I'm just coloring it.
I'm sorry, Rick. That was uncalled for.
Rick, feel free to say whatever you want about this guy.
Absolutely.
It's not like he can doctor.
If I'm not busting your chops, it means I don't like you.
Yeah, I know. We're guys. That's just natural.
We're men. We're men in tights.
Whoa.
If a guy, you need to be afraid when a guy is not being nice to you.
Right.
Then he does. If he's being too nice to you, he might not like you.
I reckon.
They're just humoring you at that point.
Yeah, I had just got done. I keep 3 documents open when I'm writing. One is the bullet point outline of the story.
Right.
And then I have kind of I don't know what you call it, an encyclopedia of all the characters, place names, products, everything that occurred in the book is there. So if I can't remember what's the name of the cigarettes this guy smokes, I can go look it up, for continuity. And I had to make some changes to both of those. And then of course today's writing, and I was just saving everything and closing up for the night when I saw your link. So I thought, I've been sitting back here all by my damn self all day long, hammering away at this. Let I have a conversation with some people.
I need human contact.
So good timing. Yeah, my wife calling me an idiot. That's not really what I was looking for. Love you, honey.
I need human contact. You idiot. No, that's not it.
That doesn't sound like human contact to me.
So she's all excited. There's a new TV show, Tony and Ziva.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
advertisement.
Now I was a fan of NCIS when Ziva came on,
Yes.
and I stopped watching when she left because it just wasn't as good. And so, I tuned in. I watched the first episode. It was all right. And then I was Ziva did not age well though. Bless her
No,
heart.
no.
She's not the smoking hot babe she used to be.
I was gonna say it doesn't play as well when they're old now.
Right. So then someone had told me there's a whole new season of King of the Hill, so I went and watched one episode of that, and it was, and
He didn't age well either. No, I'm kidding.
so it just, I don't know, why can't we just have fresh new IPs that are good?
Because no one knows how to create anymore. Everyone has spent too much time. All these younger folk have spent their whole lives growing up learning how to deal with algorithms and the internet and make their fortune that way. And when it comes to creating new stuff, no one's done any of that. So they just grab something out of the past and try to rework it.
Well, that's why they need us old guys to create stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, Disney is looking for new IPs to win back the audience they drove away with their DEI bullshit.
And they'll get them from naive people, but
They ain't getting mine.
right.
Well, this is the thing, though. Why not just say, kind of on the low, hey, we're sorry we screwed up Marvel and Star Wars for you, but now we're going to do it right. And just go and make the movies correctly. You don't need $1 billion to make a superhero movie. You don't need to spend that much money just to crank out one movie. Think about the Netflix shows. Daredevil was incredible. And their budget wasn't $1 billion to make 3 seasons of that. You mean to tell me you couldn't make a low budget movie? Of course you can.
Right.
It's
Well, it
one
depends
dude.
what they have to have the characters doing, Fighting, that's fairly easy to film, right?
All of it's easy to film when it's Daredevil. He's not flying. He's not moving planets. He's not shooting laser beams out of his eyeballs.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, Compare, some heroes have all that happening.
Sure, they do. But I think the big budget overruns comes from the reshoots and the whole idea of we'll fix it in post. You know what I'm saying? When they say we'll CG this, we'll use AI.
Well,
That's where
I think as far as Daredevil is concerned, that whole universe that was on Netflix, they should have brought it all over because it was all doing really well.
They did.
Well, Punisher, they're making like a one-shot movie out of for Netflix.
No, they've got it. They've got him as he's a recurring character. He's the one character that will cross over with all 4 of the Defenders characters. He'll be on all their.
But did they bring? I still haven't seen them bring over Luke Cage or what's her name.
They haven't brought anybody but Daredevil and Frank Castle so far.
Right, but I mean, I haven't even heard talk of those other 2 shows.
Yeah, they've confirmed.
Yeah.
They have confirmed all of them are canon, and they have confirmed Jessica Jones.
Okay, but can they bring Elektra back? Because I like that character.
Elektra's eternal. They'll bring her back at some point.
But I liked who they had to play her.
Yeah, she was good as Elektra.
Yeah, and she kicked ass too. So
yeah, she was way better than Jennifer Garner. I want to know what it is that Marvel has against bosomy women. Why do they all got to be little A-cup women? I mean, other than Haley Atwell, I mean, she was smoking hot, but
because the people that are running the show for the most part are ugly purple-haired freaks.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that.
And they've always been against sexualizing women because they're not sexy.
We hate beautiful women because we are not one.
Right. We hate what we can't achieve.
We hate them, my precious. Curse us and crush us. But yeah, seriously, if they would just get the right showrunners, they could win back that audience easily. They thought they were going to do it with Fantastic Four. The problem was too much Pedro.
I didn't see Fantastic Four yet, and I don't know that I'm gonna anytime
Not
soon.
not gonna give my money.
I thought it
Yeah.
was actually pretty good.
Pedro Pascal called every person who voted for Trump a Nazi.
He just needs to get
He
out of
doesn't.
showbiz.
He doesn't get $1 of my money.
Listen, I have no respect for a guy that turns against his own peers. And when they got rid of
Gina
Carano, he just like stood behind, like visually I get the image that he ran behind the producer and the people in charge ran behind him and was like, yeah, get rid of her. Yeah, she's no good.
Yeah. She did nothing more than make an accurate comment about a current situation.
Right.
Pedro Pascal goes out and calls more than half the nation Nazis, and nothing happens.
Right.
Now, Gina has won her or settled her lawsuit. Translate that to victory. She kicked their ass.
Right.
She's going to get her own show, obviously. But it won't be. She's not going to cross over with Mando. I promise you that.
Is she getting a show on that?
She will.
Disney?
She will.
If I was her, I wouldn't even take it, dude.
Oh, I would. I'd take their money all day long.
Yeah.
Rub their face in it.
I guess. Yeah, you have a point with that. You're right. Did you see that movie she did with the Daily Wire? That was pretty good.
I didn't see it. I meant to, but I never did.
If you ever get a chance, check it out. It's pretty good. Can't remember the full name. Something on the Prairie or something like that. Not Little House.
Little outhouse on the prairie. What'd you say, Rick?
Little mosque on the prairie.
little outhouse on the prairie. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Little Head on the Prairie.
Leave me alone. But I think the other IP Disney you should pick up if you're paying attention, and you should be paying attention because when I talk, people listen. You should pick up the Jake Bishop series. Harkening back to a time and an era when men were men and women weren't.
No, women tweren't. Baby Finsta? Shaven and tattooed?
They should pick up the Canadian
Harken back
Shield.
to a time.
Canadian Shield as an animated movie or animated series, excuse me.
Oh, yep. I could go for that, but not produced by Marvel or DC. Just give me the money.
The problem, of course, is everybody hates Canada, so you have to have a very strong American counterpart. Just kidding.
I wanted to create. He inspired me. I wanted to create a female Canadian superheroine and call her the Canadian Moose Knuckle.
Well, I have a couple female Canadian ones, patriotic looking, and it's. I took Wonder Woman and redid her a few years back I've done a bunch of things. And at first I called her the Canadian Wonder. Now she's just wondrous.
Nice.
Okay. I had an ex-girlfriend that wore a Wonder Bra, and when she was getting dressed, she'd always stop and give you this look like she's in a commercial. She'd shoot her eyes over her shoulder. She'd go, Wonder Bra makes you wonder.
Oh my God. Well, I'm hoping that's the reason it didn't work out, because I know it would have been the deal breaker for me.
She was hysterical. No, we got along great. We just went our separate ways.
You ever watch what is it, the Scary Movie where the Wayans brothers is having sex with the demon in the closet, and it's got a bag, and the demon has a bag over her head, and she goes to take it off, and he goes, no, leave the bag on, don't fuck it up. Oh, we are so almost at that point where I'm going to stop drawing on this piece because that monotony is
you just keep drawing, mister. You're a professional. You don't stop until the work is finished.
Or until your fingers fall off.
Yeah, there's that.
Drawing. Raw fingers. It doesn't go as good as a rawhide, so. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you do always hear about, the musicians that played their guitar till their fingers bled, but you don't hear about comic book artists that drew until their fingers bled. No, you never hear of that. Why?
No, because they have to go to their day job
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
pay.
but can you draw till your fingers bleed?
No.
You could, but you'd have to have zero like pain receptors in your hand.
I mean, you can work up like those calluses and blisters on your fingers. And you ever got that one on your bird finger from where you hold your pencil right on the knuckle? I've got one.
The only people I've seen do something until a part of their anatomy bled are like ballet dancers. Their toes and everything bleed.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the military, I see a lot of feet bleeding after a 35 or 50-mile march.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, boy, howdy, that was a lot of fun.
Not.
Doc was in the first Million Man March.
No, but I was at Valley Forge.
Well, that's the first Million Man March.
With
I mean, it
Uncle
just wasn't
George.
named that.
Valley Forge with Uncle George.
It wasn't a march when he did it, though. It was more of a pilgrimage.
Oh, oh, oh.
So, when is the next comic coming out from you, Doc?
I've got to get this third book finished and edited and get the second book edited before I go back to drawing.
Gotcha.
Because the publisher wants me to be 3 ahead so that when the time comes, we can just publish, and then do the collected works.
Right. Now,
So,
you're doing all the illustrating, though, right?
yeah. Well, no, John Dillard's doing my cover.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he's redrawing the cover I drew for Damn Dirty Thing.
Right.
He's just able to do a much cleaner than I could, because I did that one traditional, and with it goes all my smudge marks and whatever. And rather than clean it up, just got John to redraw it. And he did it nice and clean and sharp.
Is Dilly working on any of his own stuff right now?
I don't know where Dillard is. I haven't seen him in 3 weeks.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah. He goes dark from time to time.
I used to see him on streams all the time. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he falls off the radar periodically.
Yeah, usually having to do with family stuff or whatever.
Yeah, something with his family, or he might take if he needs an infusion of cash, he'll take a few runs as a truck driver over the road.
All right.
Which I don't blame him a bit.
He's in the U.S.?
Yeah.
He's in
So-
California.
SoCal.
Oh, really?
Doesn't live far from our friend Christy, Flip City Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
I've actually been to Dillard's house.
Yeah, they're about 30 miles from each other.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I mean, I don't know him really, other than from streams, but he seems like a decent guy because he's funny, and he'll poke fun at you, but he can be serious and
Oh yeah,
sounds decent. You know what I'm saying? Like a decent person.
Yeah,
he's a very decent person. He's a great person.
He's a good guy.
Like on one of my first campaigns, my real first campaign, I'd call it,
Right.
For the Shield. I was having trouble getting the money from Indiegogo because I went and raised funds in this American dollars, and I'm in Canada, and apparently, and they had just switched how they gave people money, so that ended up causing a problem.
Mm.
And so I wasn't. So Dillard stepped in. We're good friends, and he said, "Get them to put it in my bank account, and then I will PayPal you the money.
Right. That's cool.
So we did that, and that's what happened. You know, like if it wouldn't have been for him,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
go fight with Indiegogo for the money.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
You know, that's how much of a good guy he is. You know, and
I feel-
trustworthy.
I feel pretty blessed, Rick, and I'm sure you do too, that I feel like most of the people I've met in the indie sphere here are good, decent people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a few assholes around, but I just avoid them, you know?
yeah.
Well, that's not true. I mean, you came on here.
Hey, Christian, I was trying to cut you some slack, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's like, take the gift.
thing is, you know, I like to avoid the drama. You know, I don't usually have it on my channel.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the odd time we talk about it for a couple minutes, whatever drama's going on. But after that, we've talked about it long enough. I want my dramas and my comic books and my TV shows.
I will discuss heatedly current events and public figures, politicians,
Right.
celebrities. I never attack independent creators. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. That's kind of like the way I've set this up. And even the other stream I do, even though that one's more for like the Madness Network than myself.
Mhm,
But I'm
mhm.
like, yo, it's drama free. And I've sent it out to people like, hey, just don't be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to stop someone from saying something like in a moment. Like you can never know what's going to come out of someone's mouth, but you can nip
Right.
it in the bud right away. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's,
you let people know what your expectations are, and you
Right.
set boundaries, and you
Yeah.
enforce them.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I remember one time on my show, well, Doc will know probably at least one of these guys, maybe both of them. Risey. I had Risey on, and I had Todd on.
Mhm.
Forget what his last name is, Todd, but Risey, you know who. But they
Yeah.
ended up getting into it on my channel,
Mhm, mhm.
and I'm like, I muted them both and said, "Stop it! I don't want the drama here."
Right.
And
Yeah.
I said, you know, like, you guys can drop.
Matthew Craig in the chat. What up, Matthew? How are you?
What up,
Good
Matthew?
to see you.
And if
Matthew,
you guys,
you're welcome to come in, Matthew, if you want.
so it's like, if you can stop the drama, you can stay, you know. They
Right.
stopped it. They till the end of the show, and then afterwards, the back
No, I just-
went back.
You get one warning,
Yeah.
and then I boot you.
On my, I believe it was my first show. I had someone come on, and you know they had some tension with someone else, and they brought it up on the show, and they kind of stopped themselves after like 30 seconds of mentioning it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I told you I was sorry, Christian. Okay, I didn't mean to.
Well,
I
listen,
didn't mean to rip
say-
into Rick that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But yeah, but I talked
I
to
would
him.
never go on somebody else's show and start that, because you know, like, it's their show. You got to respect.
Yeah, but
that
Rick,
this is their show.
Rick, when you were up dancing naked on your desk, man, that was uncalled for. Completely uncalled for.
You know, that was but that was the meth talking.
Oh, jeez.
I meant you.
Oh, okay. All right. Full disclaimer: there's no drugs, no nudity. I'm lying about all of it.
No, but I talked to them after the show, and I was like, you know, I get it, because you know, you have a beef with the person, but just I don't do that on my show. So, you know, in the future, just try to steer clear of stuff like that. And they were like, cool, yeah, whatever. Their thing was is they had just come out of dealing with it like all day, I guess,
Yeah.
and it was, you know, when something's stuck in your craw, it's like it's there for a while, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but hey, you can have some self-control and shut up.
Right. Just, yeah, I understand that it's bothering you, but hey, just shut the fuck up.
Because I know I've done it quite a few times. You know, I've sometimes had beef with somebody in the room. Maybe they know, maybe they don't know, and it's like, I just shut up about it, because it's it's not the time or the place on somebody else's show. And then I don't usually want it on bring it on my show either. So I deal with it, and we can deal with it behind the scenes.
It's like, hey, Doc, thanks for having me on your show. Let me tell you about this mother effer. Let me just drag you and your show into my beef.
Yeah, right. I don't really want that to splash up and get me. So
Matthew has 23 followers on Kickstarter.
Cool. Well, that reminds me, if you don't mind,
the Night Slayers,
So
re-illustrated.
At the very least, that'll convert into 7 people probably backing it, Matthew. So that's not bad.
It's usually sign-ups. You get about a third of your sign-ups will back you if you're consistent with marketing. So, Matthew, is that the name of your book? Is The Night Slayers re-illustrated?
Yeah.
Nice.
He sent me the ash can of it. I don't know if you were on or if you caught it, Doc, but we were talking about his book, and it has, and Tank felt the same way because Tank was on too, and it feels like one of those noir books that Image tries to get a hold of a lot, but they just fail. Like when you pick them up, they might have a good cover, a good title, but then when you pick it up, it just fails internally. And this doesn't. So I was like, if you, I know it's rough. You're responsible for paying a lot out of pocket for Image and stuff like that, but it's definitely, if you're ever in a position where you can pitch it to them, I would say pitch it to someone like them. They would take it.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that, if you're looking to put it on stands, you know what I'm saying?
Matthew, come on in the house here, and let's take a quick look at what you've got.
Here he is. Oof, that's a close-up shot right there. Look at that. Boom.
What's up, Matthew?
What up, Matthew?
Hi. I'm currently got COVID, so home from work today.
Well, all right. Well, don't cough on me.
Yeah. You're
I'm
on the
pretty
screen.
sure
You gotta
your
wear a mask.
computer. I'm pretty sure your computers will have antivirus on them, won't they?
Oh,
I don't know, man. My software's out of date.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You doing all right? Other than the COVID?
Yeah. It basically hits me at once every 12 hours. It's a new, very mild strain.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
In fact, it was so mild, I didn't even know I was sick until recently.
That's what happens with those manufactured viruses. They lose steam after a while.
Yeah, probably.
When
Oh, careful, you might get shut down for conspiracy theories. Anyways,
Well, at least it was him doing it, not one of us.
That'll just make more people buy my book. We want to see what all the controversy is about.
Give us a little peeky there, Matthew. Let's see what you got.
Can you pull up? You're still in campaign mode, right?
I put it in a link in the chat.
Let me see.
Yeah, but can you click on it and share screen?
Oh, I'm not using my laptop. I'm using my desktop and my phone right now.
I can't grab that.
Okay. All right. I got you. Can you do it, Christian, or you want me to do it?
Can you do it?
I can't.
I can't grab it out of the
I got it.
stream.
I got it. Give me just a second here. For future reference, when you're posting a link, anything after the question mark in that big long link, you don't need.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Right?
So right after illustrated question mark. That's all you need.
Oh, I guess now is a good time to announce that I'm making a video game.
Okay. All right.
If you follow my YouTube channel, you probably already knew that, but I barely update my YouTube channel.
So he writes books, he does comics, and he's making a video game. Doc, I think he's found the 8th day of the week.
I'm here to tell you. All right. I am sharing screen. Still in sign up. The Night Slayers, #1, a supernatural mystery.
Yep.
And you have to let me know when it's up, Christian.
It's on. It's on the screen.
All right. So we'll just kind of scroll through here. Oh, we've got ourselves a video. Let's give it a little watch.
Careful, they said that they've been demonetized for that music.
What happened?
I said I've been informed by Pop some of his videos are demonetized due to that music, even
Oh,
though
well.
it's public domain.
We'll just mute it and let it play.
Yeah.
So this is your art and writing?
Not my art, my writing.
Okay. Who's your
I
artist?
can't draw a straight line to save my life.
There's not a lot of market for straight lines anyway. Who's your artist?
Well, but he should be credited somewhere on. Yeah, there we go. A little lower.
Marco
Perugini. Perugini. Perugini.
Perugini.
Perugini. I'm so sorry,
Marco Polo.
Marco. If you're watching, we apologize for that.
Marco the Peru Guinea.
Oh my God. All right. No AI was involved in the making of this comic. Look right here. No AI was involved with the making of this comic. I love that.
Yes. You should make that big and bold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of ashamed to say some of the descriptions were edited by AI, not created by, but edited.
Right.
But none of the interior or the exterior of the comic itself was made with AI.
Well, that's what you want to say. By humans for humans.
Yeah.
Well,
For humans by humans.
This looks nifty. Get over, sign up, boys and girls. Doesn't cost you a dime to sign up. There's no commitment. I'm gonna click on this to see this preview.
The good thing is everybody that's now a follower of yours, when you drop an update, they're all going to get it.
Did the click not work?
What click?
So
He
far,
said he.
so far, no.
Oh boy, I might have to fix that.
Let's see if this.
Let me check on mine.
What are you're trying to click on? What?
The free preview.
Oh, it's not doing it.
I'll check on my end.
Yep, just see what you can do with it. But anyway, it looks interesting, Matthew.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best with it.
Thank you. What was I gonna say? So I was talking to Charles, my editor, today, and he told me I need. Well, that's weird. From my angle, it works.
It could totally be my computer, bro.
Okay, so my editor told me today that I need to have more people on my mailing list.
Yes,
and I'm like, I have 235 subscribers, but I guess because they're subscribed for my superhero book and not for my comic, is that a problem?
No, not at all. If you have a mailing list, as long as they have an option to opt out of receiving emails, you can use them as part of your sign-up base. Yes.
Yeah, because
you can transfer it over.
I use MailerLite. I don't know if anyone knows that site, but that's what I use for sending emails. I send it about once a month, unless I have major updates.
Yeah, I would just import the rest of your subs over to that mailing list, and
I did.
Here's an update, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, they'll opt out if they don't want it.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
they want to be there, they'll
Or they just won't, click it to go sign up.
Yeah.
But at any rate, Christian, I'm gonna bounce, bro. I gotta go get some night.
All right, Doc. Well, thanks for being here. It was oh wait, I kicked you out too soon.
I appreciate you inviting.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
So you want to say anything to the good people before you leave?
Peace out. Have a wonderful night. Be excellent to one another.
All right, man. Later.
Yeah.
Who does he think he is? Wild Stallion?
So
Bill or Ted?
Yeah, right?
Oh, one sec. I'm going to do something real quick. If you're not closing down soon.
No, we just started.
Okie dokie. In that case.
We didn't just start. That was about an hour ago we started.
Yeah. I'm usually
Okay.
on this thing all night, dude. I'm still on my first beer, so I'm here for a while.
Okay. So, where did I go? Here we are. I'm gonna paste something on there. There we go. I just pasted a link to my video game devlog. It's basically just me showing off a glitch in the game. If anyone wants to see that, it's based on the superhero book I wrote.
Oh, cool.
It's
That's
going to be open. It's going to be like open world. I don't know how open world, but it's going to be open world. It's about a superhero who has super speed, super jump, and super strength, and super healing.
nice. Who's making the game?
I'm making the game.
Oh, you're
I'm
making
pretty
the
much the sole developer right now,
All right, cool.
but I haven't been able to do much with it
Right.
because, well, one, I'm doing it all alone, and
Yeah.
second, I just don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Well, that's it. I mean, listen, creating your own video game, especially doing it yourself, and not knowing how to do it is a huge undertaking. So I give
I
you
went to
credit just
computer.
for trying.
Oh, I went to college for computer programming, but
Yeah.
I was taught how to use what is it called? Unity, not Unreal.
Right.
And I'm using Unreal for this game.
Are you
'Cause I
finding
just-
it? Are you finding
That's
it
just
very different?
unreal.
Yeah, I'm finding that Unreal is easier for me for the
Okay.
most part while it's cooperating with me.
Hmm.
That's why I switched to a desktop from a laptop, because Unreal Engine is murder on a laptop. Oh, if you're interested, here's a sneak peek of my character.
Hold on, let me break on the big screen there. Where are you? There you go. Well, that's your character, huh? Nice.
Her name's Beacon.
Very cool.
Does she
Yeah.
have light-based powers?
No, she's just a very Superman-like beacon of hope character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wrote a whole book about her years ago and published it, and it's probably, well, it's my first thing I ever published, but it's probably still the most popular thing I've ever made.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I've
probably
sold
that
about,
been around
I've
the
sold
longest
over,
for it.
what?
Probably because she's been around the longest of all the stuff you've done.
Right.
True. She sold over 300 copies of a book.
Now, is she in this game, or are you just using the model to build the game?
So this game is about her.
All right, cool.
I call the game Codename Hero right now, but I'm planning to change it to her name.
Right.
And I'm having a glitch right now. I've been asking everyone I know, how on earth do I fix this glitch? And nobody's answering me, you know? I'm guessing everyone on Discord who would be able to help has gone on vacation for a weekend or something, but I don't know.
What is?
But
it's a glitch in the Unreal stuff.
yeah, did you see those vehicles?
Yeah.
Well, they don't have any tires. They keep falling off their own tires.
Oh shit.
And I don't know how to keep the tires on the vehicles.
Huh.
And I don't know what to do, because I can't ship a game that has such unrealistic cars, you know? Not to mention it generates images of flying cars in the sky while I'm using this traffic generator I bought.
That's weird.
Well, it sounds like those vehicles aren't getting tired.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And then So basically, where I'm at in the game is I put 3 thieves or whatever with pistols randomly into the game, and right now you just play as Beacon running through the city, looking for the 3 thieves with the pistols and punching them until they fall down. That's about all I got so far.
Well, listen, that's good enough of a game for me, especially when you got a female character you're running around with.
Yeah,
So
I think it's pretty close to a complete prototype at least, but
yeah.
I'm wanting to make the buildings a little more realistic and the cars to not leave their tires before I show it off to anyone.
You know what? I don't know if you thought about doing it, but you know what? And I know it's not the conventional way to do games nowadays, but I like side scroller games, and I always thought like they're like the best for comic book type characters, the side scroller, because you can do a lot with you can make very intricate scenery with a side scroller and make it look very real and 3D at the same time.
Are you talking like platformers or what?
Yeah, like a platform game, like arcade style side scroller.
I actually have a prototype of a very basic prototype for arcade game that I kind of gave up on because I didn't know how to make it fun.
Oh, really?
But it was basically about these miners who would go into a mine and try to get richer than each other.
Oh, all right.
It was. You ever played the Mario Brothers arcade game?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was kind of like that, except instead of plumbers, they were miners, and they were carrying pickaxes and swinging them at the monsters.
I gotcha.
But I found the game was too easy, I thought.
Right.
Well,
And then when I made it harder, it was too hard. So I just gave up and went back to what I knew.
The style of side scrollers that I think works for superhero games, because they did it with the Hulk back in the day and they did it with the X-Men back in the day, is like, like Earthworm Jim, right? You're familiar with that game?
I've played a little bit of that, but barely any.
Okay, well, that type of style, that side scroller type style, with very detailed backdrops and multi levels in the, like, you scroll side to side and you keep scrolling to the side, so the background moves with you, but also you can go up and down into the screen too at different levels. You know what I'm saying? And
I get you.
It gives you a little bit. It gives you that basic 2D side scroller gameplay, but it gives you the feel of 3D, the way the backgrounds are done and the foreground and background are done. Some things will pass by you in the foreground as you're scrolling. It's pretty cool.
Are you talking Super Nintendo games or what?
Well, yeah. I mean, you had, I guess, like Sega Genesis was maybe the last of the side scrollers where everything started going polygon past that.
Oh, you don't mean polygon games. Okay.
No, polygon, to me, those are just 3D games. Anything that's polygon based is 3D games.
Even Donkey Kong Country?
But like Super Mario, the original Super Mario Brothers for the platforms was a side scroller. And all of them since then have been that way until the new systems where they went 3D. What else was? I also like the 3/4 view, like the original Legend of Zelda. That's a cool perspective for video games.
Yeah.
That I like personally. I know a lot of kids nowadays will play something like that and they'll be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. I was inspired by a game called Infamous to make my game. You ever heard of Infamous?
Yep, I played it. They had two of them out.
Well, actually 3.
Did they put a third one out?
Yeah, it was an epilogue.
Okay.
It was called Second Son. It was basically years after the last game, the general public finds out that superpowered beings live among them, and they react very poorly. And it goes Holocaust.
Yeah, and they had an add-on with a female character that did worked with neon lights, her powers, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I remember that.
The one
And-
I'm not sure whether this would be similar. I'm not sure whether you ever heard of it. Freedom Force.
I've heard of Freedom Force. I've never played it.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
They had another one that was out that was like a that was like that was Prototype. Did you ever play Prototype?
No, I've never played Prototype.
So the guy he didn't have superpowers. He mutates gradually as he builds up his powers. He mutates. He can have like these claws for his hands. He can gain different powers as he goes, as he levels up. And it's a free roaming full city type game. And you know he escaped. He was I guess a government prototype, and he escaped. And they locked down the city. So you're on this big. I think it's like a multi-island, like almost reminiscent of Manhattan and Staten Island and all that stuff. And you basically, I guess you just have to I forget the whole story, but you got to basically get yourself free and do away with the bad guys. And so you take over different sections that have these strongholds. But it was a pretty good game. They had 2 parts of that one too. There was 2 different. It's weird how they did it though. There was like 2 different prototypes. There was a prototype in the first one, and then there was another person that was a prototype for the second one.
Yeah. I just
But again, I still like side scrollers, man.
Yeah.
They're fun. A lot of people call them beat 'em ups or whatever you want to call them, but I like them.
Beat 'em ups I never really got into except for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
But I never really could figure out the controls.
They had like Golden Axe back in the days was a side scroller beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, I like Golden Axe.
Golden
Altered
Axe, yeah, that was
Beast.
good.
Wait, what?
You said that was good. What was that too? Zaffo?
Oh no, Golden Axe. Golden Axe is. I love Golden Axe. They had several of those. Like, would they go up to 3 or 4 with those?
I think 3.
Yeah.
There could be more. I just don't know.
I thought it was interesting that they took like I don't know. It was like when it came out, a lot of people, Dungeons and Dragons was still really big and cool to play all the time, and so when the games came out, that was like the first beat 'em up that was like a Dungeons and Dragons style. You had you had your dwarf, you had your barbarian, you had your magician, and but then they let them ride dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, Golden Axe, there was 3. There was the girl, the
girl
dwarf,
barbarian,
the warrior.
There was a dwarf in it too, right?
Yeah, the dwarf.
Yeah.
The girl, a girl, and I think it was a girl.
Yeah, there was a female
warrior
and a warrior.
I didn't remember. Was she a magician? I didn't think she was.
I thought she would, unless they maybe there was just 2 barbarians, like a Conan like and Sonya like character. Was that what they were doing with that?
I think so, but I could be wrong.
I thought there was at least 3 classes, but yeah, you're right. It might have been
Let's see.
female barbarian. And I always said they were riding dinosaurs because I know what they were trying to get at was small dragons, but they look like dinosaurs.
The dwarf Gilius. The male warrior axe limited to 4 bars. Able to cast Earth spell. The dwarf Gilius limited to 3 bars. Cast lightning spells. The female warrior Tyrus can cast the devastating magic, fire magic, but her most powerful spell costs 6 bars.
So she was a warrior also then.
Yeah, but it doesn't say what her weapon was. It just says about the fire
Yeah.
or the spells.
Yeah, that's why I thought she was a magician, because I think she powers up and does some spell casting type stuff. Like she shoots crap at you from her weapon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just know they were fun. I like those. I also liked, like, around the same time, I guess, like, or shortly after, Streets of Rage came out. It was the same style. I mean, they were all the same style back then. They had an Avengers game like that. The X-Men game was like that. They were just fun.
Yeah. We've had quite a few games, actually. Of course, there was the original Golden Axe.
Right.
Then there was Golden Axe 2. Then there was Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder. And then there was Golden Axe 3. And then there was Golden Axe Beast Rider.
Huh.
And then it says spin-offs, Golden Axe Warrior, Axe Battler, and then another one, Axe Battler, A Legend of Golden Axe, Golden Axe, The Duel.
Wow. That's a lot of games. I'm surprised that property never got shopped for a movie or anything, or a show.
Yeah.
I remember. Did you guys ever play the game Legacy of Kain? It was like a vampire.
I never did.
The first one was the best, in my opinion, because it was a 3/4 top down view, and you're a vampire, Kain, and you could suck blood from people from like a distance, and you would see it come up and stream across the air and then go into your character. But they had all these little towns that you could go in, and you could go into any of the houses, and once you went inside, like the roof comes off so you can see walking inside, and then go back outside. It was just really well done for the time period. I think that was like PlayStation 1. And then they went and made sequels to it, and they never made one the same style. They were all 3D at that point, and I just feel like it lost something in the translation. Like it wasn't as good.
I can believe that. I'll buy that for $1.
What's his name? Brian Pulido put out. It's not out yet. He crowdfunded it, and they're still working on it. But he put out a side scroller for Lady Death.
Yeah, I'd like to do one for Canadian Shield. Do a video game of some sort.
He would be a cool character to control in a game.
Yeah. A long time ago, I was trying to develop, well, by develop, I was just writing down stuff for, like a Street Fighter type game with my characters.
Right.
What their moves would be and all that. For control.
What happened? You just gave up on it?
Well, yes and no. I guess in a sense, yes. It's just, I think I might have the information down somewhere, like on some piece of paper somewhere, but you got to remember this was probably like 20 years ago or more than I did.
Yeah. And it's a big undertaking. I remember when I was a teenager, and I used to go down to Florida a lot because one of my friends growing up moved down there. So I would go and visit them a couple of times a year, actually. And I ended up making a bunch of friends down there. And in that group of friends, there was this one kid that was really like, he was like a genius. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to program and everything. And he had gotten a gig. Someone had hired him to create a platform, create a game that they were going to then market to arcades, because back then the arcades were still a big thing. And I remember I helped do a bunch of the character designs for him, and he was doing all the coding and everything. And it was a lot of work, and eventually he just fell off, as did the rest of us, because
Yeah.
it was a lot of work, and especially when you're young, you get all these other things you're interested in and you're doing, and
Yeah. Well, part of it was, like I hadn't even produced a comic at this point. I had a few
Right.
scripts written, but nobody knew who my stuff was. So it's something that, like it was an idea for, the quote unquote future when my stuff became popular.
right.
So I still wouldn't mind doing, like a Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter type game with my characters.
No, that'd be cool.
Like I'd like to really do it if I could do it with. Started off with like 4 characters: Canadian Shield, Snowdrift, and the first 2 villains they face. And then
Right.
you just add in new characters, with various campaigns or whatever that they do.
Very hard to get my angles right with this camera. How's this? Uh-oh. Matthew's upside down.
Oh, sorry. My hand's getting tired of holding this phone.
No, that's fine. So these, you said Rick, you said these are just turnarounds you're working on right now for the character?
Yeah. Or for characters, like just so so if I get any artists to do it, that they have a basic concept of what they look like from front, back.
Right.
Some of it I've thought of before, some of it I haven't. And it actually came out of me. I was trying to figure out how to do one of my character's wings on the back, because I was drawing it up myself. And it's
Right.
like, okay, how does his wings go at the back? And it's like, end up doing a whole redesign on the character because of that.
Wasn't working for you?
Well, it's just the way it just seemed, I guess, natural for the redesign to make it look, because I looked at real insects, how their stuff attached and all
Right.
that. So it's like, okay, in doing this, okay, this has to do this. Okay, so that means I should really redesign the character.
But that could also be one of, that's one of the freedoms and the fun things about drawing comics and fantasy and stuff like that, is it don't need to make sense.
Yeah. I I know it doesn't need to, but I actually like it to a little bit,
Yeah.
To have a little bit of the idea of the anatomy where,
Like, speaking of,
especially if you're drawing it, it's like, okay, how is this actually, how do his wings attach to the back? Where do the wings attach on his back,
right.
Because you don't want one artist doing it one way and then the next issue another artist doing it a completely different way, because then you're going to get people saying, what the heck?
Yeah. because look at like we're talking about what making sense and then just being not realistic. And staying on topic with the wings, but look at Warren from Angel from the X-Men.
Yeah.
His wings are huge. They're huge.
Yeah.
But when he's in his regular suits and everything, you don't see any hint of the wings.
Yeah, because he folds them up.
Yeah. But you're supposed to believe that you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it suspends the belief because or disbelief, I should say. But because there's no way the wings that massive are folding up into a suit and you're not going to notice.
Yeah.
It would look like the guy has some serious back growth.
Yeah, I did this for Canadian Shield a while back too. I was doing it on my show,
Right.
But now I have to get Canadian Shield colored up. So I've been doing colored Canadian Shield. So, and then I started coming on shows like this. It's like, what can I do? I just don't want to sit here and do nothing. So I'm like, hey, do up my
yeah. What
because I got quite a few to do.
When do you have your show on?
I have several shows. I do Monday at 6 Eastern, and then I do Tuesday at 10 Eastern, Wednesday at 6 Eastern. And then I have another show, and and then Saturday at 9 a.m. Those are all shows where I'm coloring up Canadian Shield or doing some art thing. But on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I have something called the Silhouette Game. Basically, you're guessing comic characters, cartoon characters, sometimes real life characters through their silhouette. Can you guess them?
Oh, all right.
I've been doing it. We just finished episode 50. This past Thursday, it was Ghosts, cartoon ghosts, and comic ghosts.
Oh, all right.
This week it's going to be characters from fighting games. Like
that'd be cool.
Type. So we've actually got 2 more left, and then I'm going to take a month break from it, and then I'm going to come back for season 2 of it.
Oh, all right. So you do that one once a week, though, right now?
Yeah. Oh, I could not do that one once a day.
No, that's too much. I can't do any show once a day. That's a lot of show.
Because that show, it takes a little bit. You got to go find characters that make silhouettes of.
Right.
And some you can find in PNG where it's just them in a white background.
Right.
Fine. That's fairly easy. But then there's ones that you have to cut out the background out from around them.
Right.
That's a pain. And sometimes there's a lot of those that you have to do depending.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's a lot.
Yeah, I say that too, but
Yeah.
And actually that show came to be because one of my chat guys said, and I disagreed with him, to have a great character or good character or whatever, that you have to be able to have a great silhouette for them, or good silhouette. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that won't determine if you have a great character or not, but that means it's a very distinguishable character if you could tell them from the silhouette.
Yeah.
But that doesn't dictate whether or not they're great. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I tried to get that through to him. I don't think I ever did.
Yeah.
And like I made 3 rules for my well, there's a few rules are you can only do 1 guest per round. There's 15 rounds. So
Right.
15 different characters. Only 1 guest per round. First person gets 3 points, and the first 3 right guesses get points. First person to get it right gets 3 points. Second person gets 2. Third person 1. And you can store your points up and win them.
Right.
You get 30 points stored up. You can get a digital copy of my comic book.
That's cool. I like that. That's a good idea.
And then higher points. You can get a commission from me for free.
Right. To win a new car. Oh no, sorry.
So and a lot of times other people are taking they don't know who it is, and somebody else, one person in the chat does, and so they snag the answer off them after they've put their guess in. If they thought it was right, sometimes they're wrong. The person that guessed it, and the person's guessing the wrong answer because of them.
Right.
And I don't care, Dillard had a show a while back called what did he call it? A Scribbattle. And so he was drawing up characters, or whatever, people or whatever, and you had to guess who it was as he was drawing it. And he had a bunch of people on to do it, so again, various rounds and various people doing the rounds, You had more than one guess, but and I snagged guesses from some people that I thought might have the right answer, and sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. But you were able to do more than one guess, so I was putting in a whole bunch of guesses sometimes some rounds. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't. Depends on how fast you are too. So that's why I'm like, okay, I did it on this show, I'm gonna allow it, and how can I say, unless they were readily admitting it, that they snagged it from somebody else? How can I know one way or another anyways? Although I have said several times in the chat, I'm like, hey, if you think somebody's got a right answer, feel free to snag it.
Hold on a second. I think, are we still streaming? Hold on a second. Yeah, we're still here. All right. I was supposed to change this show over about. Am I wrong? Oh no, I got a half hour. All right. I got nervous. So this stream is a 2-parter for those that don't know. We shut this one down at 12, and then Pops is telling me he needs more time. So 10 minutes, Pops, is that good? Tell me what you need if you're watching. So, and it'll just continue directly into another stream. We just got to move from one to the other. So,
yeah, no problem.
But that's not yet. So I'm sorry.
Hey.
And let's check in on Matthew Ceiling Fan. There we go. All right.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Hey, some people have stuff that they can do on here. Some people don't. Trust me.
Listen, I've had people
I,
on. I've had people on that don't art at all, and they come on to to shoot the shit or talk about whatever we're talking about or
yeah.
promote something that's coming up that they wrote but they didn't necessarily draw. So yeah, it's all good. It's all different stuff. I'm always drawing, so that's why it's definitely a draw stream. And we do have artists that come on regularly. Doc usually has something to draw, but he has a bum tablet right now, and we have other people on here though, like Tank Ferret comes on.
Oh yeah,
He
Tank's a big
draws.
guy.
There's a bunch of people, so it's all good. It's all good. And anyone that's watching and wondering what the heck I'm drawing that doesn't know, this is my character War, and I'm working on the 6 pages that are going to be in an ash can. For it was offered as a stretch goal for this past campaign, which obviously it didn't make, but it will be offered in one form or another, or even as a backup story at some point. But these are the pages I did for it. The first 6 pages of her story. This one here is a splash page, 2-page splash. We have some where she first transforms into War, and she taken off out of the cave, and then this is just going to be a final action flying above some old Greek ruins type splash page for the final of the 6. But it's going to be in an ash can form. So, all right. So Pops is telling me he's going to reset the stream for 12:15. So at 12 o'clock, there's going to be an intermission for
15 minutes.
Yeah, starting at 12 o'clock. So from 12 to 12:15 will be an intermission. If you have to go to the bathroom, you want to get something to drink, eat,
drink, and be merry.
Yeah, do some calisthenics, whatever it is you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Get up, move around. And the show, the only difference is the show is called the C.O.U. Draw and Chill After Hours. The second half is called the After Hours. And I might be doing it without pants. We don't know yet.
That could be scary.
Well, thank God I'm not on screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, so just don't tell us.
Yeah.
Because that might be too much information.
Keep that to yourself, Chris. If it's one of those need to know and we don't need to know. So for all the viewers that come here regularly, you'll be happy or not, depending on how you feel about my character. You'll be happy to know that Addicts Unbound Fury is still up for late backing in Kickstarter because I just haven't gotten a chance to take it down yet. So if you missed out, come on. It's waiting for you. Go get in on it. I'm going to drop the link in the chat is what I'm going to do while we're sitting here for a minute. There's that. All right. I just dropped the link to my campaign. So anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, please go over there and do so. And it is on borrowed time right now because when I do remember to do it during the day, I will take this down. It is funded and it is in the lettering stages. So
didn't you forget to do that like a week ago too?
Yep. 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was supposed to take it down. I have a very very busy day job, and on top of the day job, then I try to do things like the book, getting it done, working on the next book, working on promo, trying to update my social media sites so no one thinks I fell off the face of the earth. Do these set up my stuff for these 2 streams that I do. This one here every Saturday night, and then now the one on Thursdays in the afternoon. Well, who's this? Another character?
Yeah,
Who's this
villain
guy?
of this is the villain from Snowdrift 2,
Oh, all right.
Sunset.
Nice.
Yeah, and just looking at the proportions, I'm not sure. I might have to redo it slightly. I think the head looks a little too big.
It's I don't know. It's so much the head. I think there needs to be more in the hip area.
Wider?
Yeah, just because I think it goes down to maybe too small from the shoulders.
Okay. Not the greatest with women yet.
Usually, you can draw a line from where the shoulder connects, not the outer end of the shoulder, but where the shoulder connects to the torso. You should be able to draw a line straight down from there to the edge of the hip, and have them meet.
So you're saying
So right where that where
from
the outer curve of her
here?
boob, yeah, right there. No, out a little. Yeah, no, right there. Yeah, that should go down to the hip. Stand up and do it again. I'm gonna make sure I'm telling you the right thing. No, try it from the outside. I'm sorry. Yeah. So see that second line you did going down to where it hits the thigh. If you bring the waist where it comes in and then start coming out higher so that the hip portion actually comes out to that line, that should be the hourglass shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
But like that.
Bring it in. That's the right width. Bring it in down maybe just a little bit lower to where you see where that the thick line is
Here.
The top of that thick
line. Let me do this in a different color. Although, let's do it like this.
This is Pops with the hey yo, what up, Pops? We got 20 minutes, Pops, and then we'll take the 15-minute break. And are you going to drop the link so we can all grab it and head over? I don't know how this is working. We only did it once before on it.
So is that good? That red line?
Yeah. Can you drop some of that body color in there so we can check it out, like over that?
Yeah.
Let's see how it looks. Yeah, if you were able to get those lines out of there, and that portion of the black line for the old waistline, I think that's it. And then pull out, you'll see it.
Okay, so I think the red one there. Control A, Control C. Control V. Transfer left vertically. Nope. Control Z.
What do you use, Clip or Photoshop?
Clip.
Oh no, where'd she go? So if you look at that one side of her, if you cover up the other side, you can see that now her head doesn't look too big and the proportions are a little bit better.
copied that red line that I made, and I'm slowly
It won't go
bringing
away.
slowly bringing it over
Here's
to.
Pops. Pops, what's going on, Pops?
No, I'm looking at your banners. You know, these
My Bruce-
banners right here that say Zaff.
My Bruce
banners.
banners?
Zaff banners. See? There
I
you,
just clicked over into banner.
you have your own banners, dude.
So these are the times, Friday at 9?
No, I'm saying you got different ones, but you got to come to your banners to find them. You see what I'm saying?
But I'm in here, and you had dropped 2 that I don't see here anymore that were for where to pick these shows up live.
That's
the
because
Roku.
I edit it. I don't make 15 of them. I just edit the same one for the different show.
All right. So I just got to put in the time for the show. All right.
Yeah, you just edit it, man. You know, it's like, what do we got?
All right.
Saturday night, 10 p.m.
Yeah, Saturday night, 10 p.m.
See, I just go in here and I just edit it. And then fire it right back up. Same one. See?
Yeah. That's that one. And then the other one I put what? I put the
You had your
12.
but that one's
15?
in miscellaneous. You see? That's in the miscellaneous banners. See, when you click on the banner drop down, you see everybody's got banners in here, dude. Cos, Geekman, Silverline, Flip City, and Zaff. That's
Where's-
where you put yours. The one you're using is in miscellaneous.
Where's the miscellaneous?
One
Oh, I
just-
see it. I see it. I see it.
See, it's one I just made on the fly. That's the one, you know.
Oh, God, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's tons of them, dude. Wait, make whatever you want in the one that says Zaff banners.
I see it. Okay. It's all the way at the bottom. All right. I got it. Cool. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
That way you can make 5 of them different ones if you want. You know,
You know what it was? I think.
doing it. I'm just editing the same one over and over again.
Yeah. So last time I saw them, you had made them for this show. I didn't use it on the Thursday one. Didn't realize they were changed. So when I was looking for it tonight, I thought they would be there, and I didn't realize you did that. So
Yeah, you got your own thing over here. Look, you got one for Thursday. That's this one.
yeah.
See, got one for this one.
Yep.
Looking for the Roku channel? Search Madness Entertainment. See, I made a couple of them for you. You know.
I like this one that I made. That says, "Join the stream. Link pinned in the chat. Don't be a dick."
I don't know. Some people might consider hanging out with me being a dick.
I know. Listen, bad press is any press is good press, right? Any publicity is good publicity.
I got nothing. I got nothing but good stuff. Tank, we're gonna refire up the next stream in about a half hour, bro. So
Tank, what's going on? Tank, we about 15 minutes away from switching over to part 2. So are you gonna come on through on that one?
and this is the link for part 2 right here
There it is.
for the after hours show. That is the StreamYard link. There you go.
So it's in the chat, people. The link to
Everywhere.
the second part. So just grab it there and come in. Stay with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just got home. I was at a bachelor party.
Oh shit! And you're still functionable?
Dude, look, come on, man.
You ain't bachelor party.
Now look, poor soon to be groom. His ass was puking by a tree, but hey.
That's how you gotta do it. Look, I'm giving artist tips here on the show in case you missed
I
it.
can't help with that. I got no place there, bro.
Look at the awesome hips this woman now has. Woo, that's my type of girl now.
You could actually give her a little more hip, if you want to be honest.
I don't think she needs that big of a booty.
All right, Tank. We will see you there, Tank. I'll be there.
The commandos. Ooh.
I don't know. Tank, you gotta tell these people to start inviting me on. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel like I got red hair, if you know what I mean.
No, it's an association thing. I'm trying to tell you. You do. There's gonna be people that are really mad now that we're actually on Roku. All them people that were saying it would never happen, they really mad now. See, so
I know a few of them.
it's gonna get harder. It's gonna get harder before it gets better, but it's gonna end up better for all of us.
That's what I usually tell her.
Yeah.
It's going to get harder before it gets better.
It's got to get harder before it gets better.
Right. Nothing good happens soft. I mean, what?
Don't be a softie. Just don't.
I feel horrible talking like that, and we have Christian comics on the screen. Although we are looking at
trying to be
another
nice.
so
We're trying to be nice. We really are.
Did you say something? I didn't hear it.
yeah.
And hello, Edwin. I'm not sure whether anybody said hello. Yeah, okay, Edwin.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was well brought up. Too bad you.
And it was brought up the right way. If it was brought up any other way, I'd have to end the stream. Well, I am 2 beers in, and
Only two?
I'm only 2 beers in, but I'm 12 minutes away from the second half of the show, so I need to drink faster. I've been getting a lot done, Pops. I finished the pencils for a wraparound cover on the show already. I finished a page of the ash can story that I'm working on, and I'm now working on the last page of that. This is
Have you guys any of you tried the dill pickle vodka?
no, but I threw up a little in my mouth hearing that.
Dude, it is pickle juice. But you can get really fucked up on it.
So it's alcohol pickle juice. Let me tell you about me and vodka. I do not mix.
I
well
don't
with
like vodka either. Look,
No, but it gets me.
They said, look, okay, they had spicy dill pickle and dill pickle flavored vodka, right? And it's called Pickle Shots. That's the brand. Okay.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And took a shot. And it's like, at first, it's like got a little bit of vodka taste, but you know how most flavored vodkas, you get the flavor and then the vodka?
Right.
This, you get a little tinge of the vodka, and then it's just pickle juice.
The only
Dude,
problem I have with vodka is it turns me into a demon.
Dude, I drank like 6 shots of that shit, dude.
I've lost some good friends because of vodka.
Yeah, well, see,
And
that's me and
some
whiskey.
relationships.
See, that's me and whiskey. That's why I don't drink whiskey.
No, listen. If you put pickle juice in whiskey, I'll drink it all night long and not change who I am. But if you get me going on vodka, woo, let me tell you, the last time I drank vodka, it was unknowingly because I was drinking those. You ever have those high noon? It's the vodka seltzers, but they're fucking potent, dude. And I didn't know it was vodka. I thought it was just like those seltzer fucking beers. I drank 222 ounces of them. And
I don't like no seltzers, no fucking flavor.
Dude, I was just a demon.
No, that shit. Don't like it. That's what I mean. I don't like vodka. I don't like flavored vodkas. None of them. Caramel, marshmallow. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't like
caramel
none.
marshmallow.
There is caramel fucking flavored.
I know.
And marshmallow flavor, peanut butter and everything, right? It's like, oh my god.
Well, I think they discontinued them, but they used to have the Van Gogh vodkas. Do you remember those?
No, because I don't drink vodka.
They were all flavored, and I don't drink it either. But I remember seeing them, and I owned a bar, so I used to see them all over the place, and I used to sell them. But I would never drink them. But they had raspberry, cherry, orange. They had coffee flavored. I was like, who the fuck drinks coffee flavored vodka?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Flavor. When they start flavoring it, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't like it. I didn't like it as it was. But like I said, I was amazed, and I drank quite a few shots of it. And we had some of that. We had a little moonshine, and we had some Fireball, which I will drink Fireball. I don't know why that whiskey doesn't affect me, but every other whiskey makes me 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I mean, seriously,
Now, Pop, I just go into it through the studio, right?
Because it's so hard to drink by itself. And people are always, what? Don't they mix their vodka with orange juice or?
Yeah. That's a normal drink, right?
Yeah.
So
Screwdriver.
why not mix it before you even get it?
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. Then they started mixing it with all kind of weird stuff, man.
Oh, do you remember they tried to make the well, because you don't drink it, but like I said, because I own the bar, I see all this shit, and they started doing the infused with. Some people call it acai, some people call it acai, whatever it is, but they tried to infuse it to make it healthy, and I'm like, why are you trying to make booze healthy? Nobody drinking booze is trying to be a health nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they are a health nut during the day, they're drinking the booze to get away from it for a minute.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that's look. You remember when light beer from Miller came out and they made a big deal out of it? You know, less filling, tastes great, all that dumb shit.
Oh yeah, those stupid commercials.
Yeah, I mean, it was just shitty beer.
It tastes like crap. And you know how many people I know tried drinking it because they thought they were. It was. Oh, we're living the fit life. Yo, you're not drinking 32 of these beers and living the fit.
I'm not gonna
Stop
gain
fooling
100
yourself.
pounds.
Oh, I
It's
could drink
near
this.
beer.
You drink that beer by the 6-pack every night of the week. You are not healthy.
Near beer.
Near beer. You want drink some O'Doul's. Even O'Doul's. You if you're drinking 20 of them, you're still fucking unhealthy, bro.
I never drank it, but that's what I heard it called, near beer.
Yeah,
Non-alcoholic
the
stuff.
non-alcoholic stuff. Yeah, near beer. I remember there was kids drinking that stuff. Like, yeah, no, you can get a buzz. There's 0.05% alcohol in it. I was like, yeah, you got to drink like 100 of them
Sweet.
to get a beer, to get one beer's worth of alcohol.
Never happening.
No.
No near beers. No fake beers. No nothing. No fake nothing.
Fine. If you ain't drinking beer or alcohol, find a different social environment. Go hang out at Walmart.
Church socials and shit. They're good. They're good.
Oh, dude, those religious women made freaky freaks, yo.
Oh no. When I was a kid, man, it was like my mom was, she was a member of a regular church and stuff. And I didn't care for a lot of it, but the church socials were always cool, man. They always had stuff going down, And then they always had that one little group of people that was sneaking out to the side to commit sin. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Oh shit! There's a show I just started binge watching. It's been out for a long time now. The main character plays Homelander in The Boys. And he's a criminal that gets out of jail and he becomes the sheriff of this town.
Rocky thought that was funny.
Yeah. But he ends up hooking up multiple times with this girl who ends up being like 18 years old. So she's legal, but she's also Amish. So she's one of those people that she ends up getting excommunicated because of her ways and all that stuff from the society. I was like, "Ooh,
fucking Rocky sniffing my plate. Get away from my plate.
Get off that plate, Rocky."
Edwin, I think, is saying that the show is called Banshee.
Banshee, yes. Where is Edwin saying that? I don't see him in the chat. Oh wait, never mind. There it is. I see it.
Poor pup.
Rocky, what?
Edwin
angry
also,
I was gone all night? No?
Edwin also likes Edwin. Do you like vodka with pineapple, or are you just saying it? Yeah, Banshee is the show that I'm talking about. Thank you. I couldn't think of it.
All right,
It's a good show. It's one of those shows where there's fights in it every episode, and they're not as unbelievable as the Kung Fu Theater fights, but they're unbelievable. Like guys are getting hit over the head with pipes and chairs, and they're still standing and throwing punches. And I'm like, yeah, that's not realistic, dude.
All right, you can fire this back up at 12:15. I'll have it all set by then.
And do you want me to just go in and open up the other show?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the next show.
I mean, you can go till 12:05 or whatever. Just make sure I got a couple minutes to set things up on the other two platforms.
All right, so we'll hang out here until 12:10.
And you will be ready. You should be ready when you go into the other one to fire.
All right. So we'll hang out for a little bit while more.
Peace, everybody.
Later, pops. Thank you. Yeah, the fights they're pure WWE, dude. And like there's so much blood and like dude gets stabbed and then continues to fight for another 10 minutes. It's like, come on. I mean, it's great, but and that fight, Edwin, I know you've seen it now, but that fight in the attic, I think it was, between his ex and that their old friend, the Russian guy that was trying to kill her. That fight between the girl and him, I mean, they should have been both dead long before that fight actually ended. And then she still lived. I didn't understand that. Crazy.
TV.
No, I was like, this is so. I mean, it makes for great viewing. Like I was into it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Oh, she's kicking his ass. Oh shit, he just hit her with a. I mean, like, dude, he hit her with the side of a house, and she got back up. I'm like, okay. If I accidentally bumped my head into that 2x4, I'd be on the ground for like 5 minutes. But it's great. And they're catching it right to the face, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, their face would be shattered.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that in
then
TV for years.
I'm watching this big ass fight where they're getting thrown through everything and they're getting hit with everything, and then all of a sudden someone turns around and hits him with a beer bottle, and I'm like, what the hell do you think that was going to do? The lead pipe didn't hurt him. You hitting him with a beer bottle?
Yeah.
It's like it's all I had left. It's like, yeah, it was an insane scene, dude. Edwin, if you're gonna be hanging out and you want to come into the after hours one when we switch over in a few minutes. We'll be heading over there in 10 minutes. We're doing it just to break because it's a long show, so we're doing it to break it up so that they can put one half on the Roku network and the other half is just going to be a live stream that other people can come and watch later if they want. But we're gonna be rolling, baby.
Rolling.
I see we have 26 active viewers throughout the different places we're presenting. So I'm going to ask you 26 people if you could please like and share and subscribe and and all the other cool stuff. Hit bells. You know what I'm saying? Scream it from the rooftop.
Yeah. And also subscribe over at Cross Comics too.
Yeah, go over there and subscribe to Cross Comics as well. All right, Edwin. All right. Well, listen, we're here every week, so and if you're around for the Thursday show at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come and check out come on that stream. That's the Meds live draw stream. Tell them to back drawing Aces Anthology. Oh wait, Edwin, don't go nowhere. I want to show you something. Can you come in for a second? Edwin? Because I just want to show you something. Then you can pop right back out.
I'm saying that he's come back and it leaves almost right away because you said a second.
Well, I'm gonna put it up here anyway. Let me embiggenate myself. Edwin, hopefully he's still there. Did he leave? Is he still there?
I have no idea.
Edwin, I just wanted you to see this. Look at that. Some blood bone right there. Choking out Afro Pick.
He says, I'm here.
What do you think, Edwin? I might put a background in it, but I'm not sure yet. He got a little crazy with his hair, but I like it.
A little crazy with his hair. but alive.
His head is alive.
Things got a little
Uh-oh,
hairy.
we lost Matthew. Matthew Craig.
Crikeys, we lost Matthew.
Oh, thank you, Edwin. Thank you. He says that's sick, brother. I hope you like it. I'm gonna I just finished it earlier today, so I'm going to post it. So I'll I'll put you in the post, and so you can grab it.
Oh yeah, and probably sometime next week I'm gonna end up recording myself coloring that Canadian shield that you did.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And then I'm gonna make that into a time lapse and put it up on YouTube. And I'll link your channel and all that in.
That'd be awesome. I appreciate that. If you can drop me the link, I'll just, even if it's just to watch it, so I know when you're on and I can check it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'll drop you the link because that I'm not going to be doing live. I'm just gonna record myself. I'll be off air, record myself, but when it goes up, I'll drop the link and I'll at you on Twitter, tag you.
No,
I like doing that for any. I like doing that for any of the buddy that draws, and it's not colored in.
Yeah, I'd like to see that color. That'd be cool.
I got to do tanks next week too.
Nice.
His with Pitt.
That was a good piece.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of doing an ash can with all the bloodbone. Or ever see if people are cool with me using them. Well, if you want to use mine, you can. That's fine. Just let me know what you want me to do. Do you want me to throw a little background in it or what? The only problem is I don't color, so hopefully you or someone else colors. I mean, I do, but I take forever, and I'm not the best at it yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, my stuff is passable. I've actually sold my stuff colored, and I've had some of it on my campaigns, but I'm not where I want to be anyway, at least. All right, we're at 12:04 right now. I'm gonna sign out of here. I'm gonna let this one end. So I'll put the outro on. Where the hell is it? And then I'll be opening the other one up in 5 minutes because I just got to run to the bathroom. But then I'll open it up and I'll let everybody in. All right. So just grab those links, head over there, and I'll be there in a few. So let me just drop the outro. I'm gonna end the stream and listen, everybody in the chat, grab that link out of the comments and head over there. All right. I'll see you all soon.
If you missed the live viewing of any Madness Entertainment Group production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. We'll see you next time on the Madness Entertainment Group.